Yeah.
I've lost the computer
Hey,
twice
welcome
now.
back to Sack to the Future. It's week number 2. The 49ers are playing the semi-pro team from Memphis. And on in the background, you'll hear Vinny and whatever, Clan Gordon, Tears,
That's
89,
yes, all those.
all those, as they are doing all kinds of work for 1980. And what are you doing, Tears?
I am working on the 1980 Cowboys until John M comes on and accepts the Browns trade, and then maybe I'll do the Browns.
Oh, so maybe a doubleheader in Sack to the Future.
It's Browns and Jets, so I'm starting to get my ass handed there.
The 49ers, of course, lost their first game to the Cardinals, who are in sole possession of first place in the division now. And I am 0-5 because I even played a bonus game and lost that one. So it's getting
John's the
ridiculous.
only one that has a bonus game this week.
Of course, based on the pregame highlights that have already been done, it looks like it's going to be good news for the 49ers.
So stupid. I don't know whose bright idea it was in the esports. So let's have some highlights of a game that hasn't happened yet before the game.
I think maybe their idea is trying to be like, this is a rivalry, here's all the games they've played in the past, but it just looks weird when it's like the Steamers like, no, this is the first time they're ever going to play them.
Yeah, but they're in the same exact uniforms that they're wearing this time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been cool if they would have went like with the. I mean, I know we're wearing old uniforms, but if the game had it in old uniforms, even though you were playing modern rosters, that would be a cool idea. But of course, they always go one step too short. It's like maybe the idea is there, and then they don't do it right. It's a short kickoff by the Memphis kicker.
Tears, your bonus profile is on the Bengals, and that's who John plays. If he does that bonus game,
all right, I'll get out of
because he's the Cardinals.
Oh, that needs to go to the Rams anyway.
John Brody, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions last week.
I'll do that if he gets on and plays that game.
I don't think he played that one. I don't know.
John David Crow, 6 yards. I think he had 9 all of week 1. And then Willard gets the first out. Oh, timeout. What is that all about?
Injury?
Oh, Willard's playing with his sock. That usually means something's wrong. That's great. There's a completion to Bernie Casey up to the 38-yard line. There it is, the stupid St. Louis Cardinals in first place. Falcons taking on the Bucks. The losers and dead last in that division.
Okay.
Ugh. Nice blocking, but of course there's a flag. That's probably why the blocking looks so good. It's holding on the new fullback since Willard's hurt. The new guy comes in. Back spasms will return. Okay. Got breaking news apparently.
No, it's the highlight film in the back for Super Bowl 5. I turned it down a little. The hockey game was so low that I had to have it all the way up.
Oh, okay. Dave Parks last week, 5 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown. more realistic numbers than some of these 300 receiving yards you've seen in week 1.
The only
256. And if he's the only wide receiver my team is allowed to use, then...
If you haven't guessed yet, the Cowboys have played their second week already. There's Crow continuing to be a horrible running back this year.
One of the teams. Quarterback in Dallas was supposed to call down here.
Okay.
Well, we didn't have any tickets to give him because we didn't have any to sell.
There we go.
No, sir, we sure didn't.
Let's see here.
Oh, good job, Brody. Throws an interception even against a semi-pro team. Parks didn't decide not to jump for it, so only one guy jumped for it, and he picked it off. John Brittenham is starting. He did not start last week, so he has no stats.
Who's that?
John Brittenham for the Steamers.
Oh, yeah, they cut somebody last week.
They got beat down so bad by a fellow semi-pro team that they decided to switch quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah, that's because Mance Wheeler threw like a gazillion interceptions.
Oh, Manch is done.
Manch was the one that had 3 fumbles and a pick, and was the reason why they lost.
That's pretty
I
interesting.
didn't realize they were going to put Brittenham in. That's a computer decision there.
Oh, God.
Like the computer decided to play all the Eagles quarterbacks against the Lions and John M.
Well, we did a pretty good job. Take a bus ride.
All right. Once again, I love the 80s. Everybody's got a picture.
There's James.
I don't think I've actually ever seen this Super Bowl highlight film. This is a friggin' weird way to start a highlight film with people not able to get their tickets that were supposedly left for them.
What day was it?
Super Bowl 5.
Right, but what was the date? January what?
17th. January 17th.
2 days before the greatest day ever.
It was my mom's 18th birthday. No, yeah.
I was T-minus 48 hours.
No, that can't be right. She was born in 53. Yeah, my mom's 18.
Yeah, she's 18. Yeah.
Yep. She graduated high school at 17. Wow, that was impressive.
Oh, come on. Run out the building by the semi-pro team.
So technically the only Super Bowl I could even remotely claim was my mom's birthday. 8 years before I was born. Yeah, it was Mike Ditka.
Craig Norton.
Could you please play... If I turn on another controller, can I control 2 linebackers?
Yeah. I saw a meme today about Dwayne Thomas claiming that he was kicked out of the league for refusing to stand for the national anthem.
Oh,
like, no, that's entirely not true at all. He was ended up leaving the league over his social anxiety.
Well, he just didn't like
people.
Yeah.
Social anxiety. But for somebody to come out almost 50 years later and claim that he was refusing to stand for that bullshit, don't do that to him, and don't do that to the supposed protests going on in this era.
I can't believe how bad my defense is.
Well, I've been told that they didn't even used to, I've seen memes and people say that they didn't even have we really should be talking about this, by the way.
So I know what you're talking about, and that's wrong too, because I've been to games.
Yeah. Well, you can go to 1973 or 1972, the Dolphins-Cardinals Monday Night Football game. They actually have, they not only have that, but they also have the prayer before the game.
Yep.
And we keep talking like this, and Phantom's video is going to get blacklisted.
Nobody watches.
But it sounds like he's having issues. Are you having issues?
Yes. I can't believe how I can be this bad.
Everybody wants to make things about now about them. There's no such. That's like several years ago there was a meme out where supposedly a flight crew saw the Saints come aboard, so they all took a knee and then walked off the plane. No, that never happened either.
Well, yeah, there's always crap like that.
But it starts getting shared, and people on both sides share fake, false stuff without even looking into it. And when they get called out on it, because I've gone after people on my own side saying stop sharing this, they just leave it up and don't even answer.
Well, yeah.
So what's the point?
Well, people have a narrative to say it doesn't matter. The truth doesn't matter anymore.
No, but yet they'll be the first ones to complain when the other side shares fake information.
Yeah. Weren't you the one that found, or maybe I heard it from somewhere else? I saw it myself later, but someone pointed out to me that when Kobe Bryant died, and there was that coverage that people were like, "Oh, but you don't cover this about."
Yep, it was,
and it was like from 5 years ago or something. It's like, come on.
Yeah, 15 years before.
15, yeah.
Yeah, and like, stop doing that to those families. They don't need to go through that again.
Right. Yeah.
Just because it happened on the same day in the calendar, that's all they looked at. They said, "Oh, it's the same day. Why aren't they talking about this?" Right. Because people can't possibly mourn a celebrity.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, there are certain celebrities that I could give two craps about, but there are also ones that when they go, it's a bit of a blow. I can tell you when Betty White dies, it's going to be national coverage for days.
God, this guy.
But there will also be people that will complain that she's just a celebrity.
Right.
Well, it's all bullshit narratives we have to deal with.
Well, yeah, I mean, with that, it's like, okay, so maybe in your head you're like, it's just a celebrity, you didn't know her, him, whatever. So it shouldn't affect you that much. Like, okay, well then don't let it affect you that much.
Yeah, move on.
But how is it a big deal if it is affecting someone? You know?
That's the other thing is when you look at social media posts, there's a post about the NFL. And 100 people are talking about it, and that one guy gets on, I don't watch the NFL. Haven't in years. So why are you commenting?
Right.
Right.
Or like,
so I said that to a guy, because he said, like, I wouldn't watch the NFL if you paid me to, but you made sure you put the effort into commenting. And so the guy said something about me not having any brains. I'm like, no, actually, I think for myself quite well. I have an opinion on this, and I can tell you all about it if you want, but you're not watching, so you don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when, there was still controversy going on. It was right when the first year of Trump's presidency, and he was commenting on the NFL. Players were still kneeling. And that's also the same time when they said, hey, the AFL is going to come out, and, XFL is going to come out in, a couple years later, and I remember so many people on Twitter going, "Oh, I'm gonna stop watching the NFL, and I'm gonna watch the XFL, and it's gonna put the NFL out of business." I'm like, "No, it's not.
No,
just stop."
Yeah,
just stop.
The article that John shared to us the other day about the ratings being down for the Super Bowl. I don't, for one instance, buy that it has anything to do with the boycott.
No,
I think it has more to do with the fact that I was watching the game on Hulu. How is that counted?
Well, you know, I just think that with everything going on, people just didn't care about.
They only want to see their side of the story.
Well, you know.
They see an article come out about the ratings being down, and they're like, look, see, we told you. No, you didn't. Yeah. Not at all.
It's like, ooh, look, see what the NFL's ratings, they went from number 1 to number 1 still. Ooh.
Yep.
You know.
The only sport that actually got hurt to the point where they did something was the NBA. And that was evident this week with Mark Cuban. First of all, Mark Cuban.
There we go.
I don't know what kind of businessman he is or anything, but he's stated he wants to run for president. Not after this week, he won't.
Oh, he won't. He's not.
No, he really misjudged that whole situation. First of all, he didn't even know the own rules of his own league.
Well, I didn't read the why. I mean, I read some local sports guys were like, I thought he didn't want to do it because there's nobody allowed in the stadium, so there's no reason to stand. Why delay the game?
Yeah.
You know, because there's no fans still allowed in NBA games, even here in Texas, where you can. Tomorrow, there's going to be, or right before the snowstorm blasts Texas, you guys got to be quietly loving how cold it's going to get here this weekend.
No, because we're below 0 here, so.
Well, it's going to, on Monday, the temperature is going to be 7, and the low is going to be -2.
Wow.
In Texas, yes.
Well, on Sunday it's going to be -21 here or something like that.
Well, I know you guys are going to be worse, but still.
Yeah. I'll look mine up.
I mean, we're going to have we're in the middle of a winter storm warning at the moment.
Well, I saw that ridiculous accident that, you know,
-10
Texas,
tomorrow
when they had the ice rain.
Oh yeah, that can happen a lot.
Yeah.
It can happen up north. It's happened locally.
Yeah.
It's just they don't shut. They've been better lately about shutting down interstates when that happens. Because if you can't see on regular roads, interstates need to be shut down.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Because people don't know how to drive on them.
Normally they're pretty good. They say, hey, an ice storm's coming, blah, blah, blah. But this one just kind of snuck up on us. They said it was going to be cold, but they weren't really expecting too much precipitation. And it just kind of, you know, everything just kind of snowballed badly. We, out here in West Texas, we've had, like, it's, you know, since it's so humid, it's misty out here. And so windshields have been iced over, and certain parts have had some black ice issues, but it's mostly where, you know, we've had large puddles of water because of rain, and it just settled, and there's no drainage in this frickin' town. And so that's where their ice is. But other than that, the roads are fine.
What a perfect throw by that idiot.
Is that idiot the quarterback for the other team?
Yeah, well, he's 3 of 3. They just haven't thrown that much, but like I had this zone and there was one hole in it down the sideline, you know, because it was like cover 2 on the one side, and then he throws it perfectly, exactly like he's freaking Brett Favre or something, beating the cover 2 coverage.
Oh yeah.
Like, whatever.
The zone, yeah.
Howley ended one drive with an interception in the end zone.
Chuck Howley.
That's the other thing. The only Super Bowl I can claim a championship in, we didn't even get the MVP.
That's because you guys, because the Colts didn't win the Super Bowl, the Cowboys lost it.
Yeah, I know. As I just said in the comment section, because of course it's January 17th to us. Well, damn, Unitedson, here goes nothing. Morrill sucks. You can't even see a wide open Jimmy Orr, and they're the only 2 men on the field.
That's just uncalled for.
And then he throws the interception to Howley. Why would you throw the ball back to Morrill?
Jethro Pugh.
Yep.
He's a nobody in Sack to the Future. Ratings guru.
It would be nice if someone knew how to use them.
Good comeback. Actually, Pugh got a sack in the game yesterday, so I was happy.
When you weren't controlling.
No, I can't do shit with the offensive line like they control them.
It's Herb Adderley.
He better be an X Factor since I have to go against him as an X Factor all the time.
I was going to say he's an X Factor right now.
I would say in 71, the Cowboys should have about 7 X Factors. Lance Allworth, Bob Hayes, Staubach.
Whoa, Staubach?
Don't even.
You know who better not be an X Factor? Earl Morrall. Ever.
Actually, you know, they said with Drew Pearson becoming a Hall of Famer, Super Bowl 13 now has more Hall of Famers playing in the game than Super Bowl 6.
Guy, I just watched Super Bowl 13 last night.
Mm-hmm.
Dean Look is a referee.
Oh, really?
I'm like, I know that name. Where do we know that name from? Oh, he's a Sack the Future quarterback.
Yeah, he played one season and has been out there ever since on the semi-pro squad.
Yep. So we're holding his refereeing career back.
Okay, well, that's all right. I've got Dick Nolan on one semi-pro team, and so Landry's letting him play while coaching at the same time.
Yeah.
God, I love listening to that stuff, man.
Oh, yeah.
The music.
What
John Facenda.
Drunk and like they take children's rhymes and turn them into NFL legendary songs.
You can't find them on NFL.com. They don't have those.
No.
Those on.
They try to hide their history at NFL.com.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Dickerson is a bad word?
What? Dick.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know if you can space that out or not. Can you?
Yeah, I can. Because it's just, you know, Eric Dickerson. You know, only a Hall of Famer's got the name Dickerson on it, and you're not going to be able to use it.
EA Sports is so full of shit.
Yeah, I don't know what. Oh God.
Ah, shit. I can't. I can't do Dickerson. I'm one space short.
Just put Sun together.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Of course.
Well, it's like this section of the game, they're highlighting all the hitting. The NFL doesn't want that now. It's just hitting from back down.
I mean, I can understand that. If players weren't suing the NFL because of what happened in the past, then, you know, that I understand a little bit more than not having the videos out there.
The NFL still is dropping the ball. They're losing, no pun intended, they're losing tons of revenue by hiding their history.
Well, yeah, I agree with that.
The Games Pass app alone, if they would increase their catalog, which they could, you can't tell me they don't have games from 2008 available to them.
They do.
Probably go back to 1980 or so.
I would assume 80 is when they would have the bulk of the games. 90 for sure. You know, they've got to have every Super Bowl from Super Bowl 3. Because NFL Films has Super Bowl 3. So they've got to have every Super Bowl from Super Bowl 3. You know, and just
they
think
can have one
if
they could strike a deal with that guy.
Well, right.
That has it.
Has one. Well, I read that he actually has one all the way up until like halfway through the third or fourth quarter. And then it's cut off. But the point is, we could still
merge it with what we got.
Absolutely. But I was thinking, imagine if NFL, if they did the Game Pass, but like they did, okay, the Game Pass you have right now, it goes for 10 years or from 2010 to present. And if you want the 2009 games, you need to spend another so much a month. And from here to here, I mean, because people would do it. I'd do it. I'd sacrifice my Major League Baseball and probably, maybe even Disney Plus now that This Is the Way is full of politics and bullshit. But hell yeah, I'd do that. So I could watch, The Ryan Leaf-led Dallas Cowboys in 2002.
Yeah.
The Ryan Leaf, Chad Hutchinson, Drew Henson era. You know, the quarterback that beat out Tom Brady all the time in Michigan.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't see, but what's the deal with Chris Doyle?
Chris Doyle.
Yes, Chris Doyle was hired by Urban Meyer. Okay, here it is. Head coach Urban Meyer hiring Chris Doyle, a former strength coach at the University of Iowa who was accused of making racist remarks and belittling and bullying players to be the team's director of sports performance. He resigned today.
Well,
because the Chris Pollard Alliance said, quote, at a time when the NFL has failed to solve its problem with racial hiring practices, it is simply unacceptable to welcome Chris Doyle into the ranks of NFL coaches. You know, people make mistakes and they just aren't forgiven if this meets certain criteria.
No.
You know, you can fucking murder somebody and be forgiven, but
yeah,
you can be forgiven if you vote a certain way too.
Be a stupid racist. And... I really hate this country.
Wow. Oh. That makes sense, but I didn't even see the guy, so when I threw it, he hit me as I was throwing it, so the ball just spotted right to the defender for an interception.
This guy's totally awesome.
One final play.
6'2", 220.
Intercepted.
Let's score in your game.
10-7. It's about to be worse.
23.
Two-minute warning. Okay.
It's weird when you put things together as in chronological order as they actually happened. That the very next night after this game, Super Bowl V, Bruno Sammartino loses the world title that he held for 8 years.
Oh.
I mean, you don't think about it, you hear, oh, well, 71 seems so far ago in wrestling because so much has changed. But football, 50 years doesn't seem that far back, you know?
No. Well, I mean, you know, wrestling was more wrestling back then. And really, the only thing that's changed in the NFL is technology. Not to say that technology hasn't changed, but, you know, I believe the wrestlers back then were more wrestling, less performers, if you get my meaning.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can already tell by the quality of video that the NFL had much better equipment to them.
Well, they had more
WWF did at the time.
Oh, yeah. Well, NFL still had... I mean, at the time, they didn't have MLB money, Major League Baseball money, but they had, you know, because that was the gold standard for money back then.
Yep. This can't be a full match. 8 minutes long. This
Now
isn't
where he
the
was supposed to
original
go.
announcers, that's for sure. The guy just said no WrestleMania, so.
Oh, I'm torn. Which one to use? I'm gonna use this one. And we have blue elbow pads.
Went down to 2 viewers. Who left? Chris left. Wow. The one who likes wrestling left, and the one who doesn't know anything about it is still watching. I give Charles a lot of props. He stays through even a 44-0 game, or 41-10, and Cincinnati stayed right to the end because he wants to learn. Chris, the minute the game is over and he knows there's no more scoring, if it's the last of the evening, he's gone. And when he hosts his own games, as soon as the action ends, he cuts it like last night, Super Bowl 13. As soon as the gun sounded, he ended the watch party. We didn't see the trophy presentation. And to each their own, he's in charge, but some people prefer that stuff.
I gotta get the rest of the playoffs loaded this weekend. I've got them all done. I just gotta get it done. But I won't lie. I mean, whenever he makes a comment, it just pisses me off.
I don't know why.
I know.
By this point, we're in the 48th month. By this point,
I should be used to it. But you know what? It's salt in the wound every time he does it. I can't. It's irrational. It doesn't make sense. But he's still pissing me off. Oh, I need a neck brace for this guy. I don't have to fake it anymore. We have neck pads. You know? Vintage single.
So this is the last part of the watch party. As soon as this is over, which will be in about 5 minutes or so, that we'll get to work on week 9 and 10 of the until I get tired.
No, he made it.
Is
My
having trouble
God.
getting a little
51
one to sleep.
yarder.
Yep. All right. There's Anthony Dickerson. I'm not going to this one. I'm not going to this one. This looks goofy. Who's next? Oh, I know. Robert Shaw.
What team are you working on?
Me? Cowboys.
Yeah. Oh.
16-7 at the half. I'm losing.
Did we make this game too hard?
Well, I don't understand. The game against the Cardinals, it felt like they had to cheat. This game, it feels like they're just beating me down, and they're a semi-pro team. Like the quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's how the Vikings and Falcons game felt. Felt like I didn't have a chance whatsoever.
Well, the Redskin one, I felt like I had a chance, but I wish I had done it over. Now the Raiders Jets, I at a certain point in time, it was pointless to play defense.
Man,
Yeah.
really got to figure out how to play defense.
Because I could do nothing. Like, I'm expecting you to run up and down the field on me as the Colts, because I couldn't stop anything against the Jets.
I get
which is
hit.
why
I get hit, and rightfully so. The ball goes nowhere where it's supposed to go, and it's picked off. I hit him as he's throwing it, and it's still perfect pass. And he's the semi-pro quarterback. It's like, what?
Well, there were two times I got sacked by the fucking right defensive end. I was trying to pass the ball, and but on both interceptions, I was getting hit when I threw the ball, even though they went right to the receiver I wanted them to go to. Should have just thrown the ball away.
Oh, look at that. And then I make the right run blitz, hit him 2 yards behind the line, but of course the semi-pro just runs right through my guys.
That was my thing with playing. So far, every team I played, the first defensive guy does not make the tackle. And that really bothers me. It doesn't matter if it's Charlie Taylor or some well, it's Jim Brown. But, I mean, and Emerson Bruiser and Matt Snell, when I hit them, unless I hit them with a superstar X Factor, you know, Bob Lilly, the guy didn't bounce off of last night. Charlie Taylor didn't bounce off Bob Lilly. But Chuck Howley, who's a superstar, bounced off him. You know, it's just, that's infuriating. When your player's there making a play.
I can't take how bad my defense is. Coverage-wise, they don't cover anyone. I mean, I'm not good enough to cover 4 guys myself. I'm not even good enough to cover 1 guy really well, but maybe 1. Certainly I can't cover everyone. With that said, my offense is more pathetic than my defense. And that's what I don't get, because if the game doesn't let you play defense, why are they playing it against me? So that's just me not knowing how to take advantage of what they shouldn't be able to cover.
Robert Shaw. Wow, first round pick of the Dallas Cowboys doesn't last 3 years. How bad is that?
And here is Clarence Smith. So Ford is in.
All right. I'm going to go walk the dog and then get to work.
All right.
Okay.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, San Francisco.
Hey, my guy finally broke the first tackle.
The fullback carries.
What's that like?
Yeah.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings
Ah,
up
shit.
and 4.
This card changes. I need to keep that guy. He's still on my team. This guy, God, I don't need him. He's not on the team. Oh, wait. Yes, he is.
A gain of 7.
But Manders, he retired a long time ago, so I don't have to worry about him. Let's see if I have Robert Shaw out there.
No way.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Oh, dang it. It's a huge hole, and I can't get past my offensive line.
At his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ah, cool. I even have a picture of this guy. Didn't last 3 years in the league, and I still have a picture of this guy. Awesome. Believe me, I was going through what you went through last night. So many pictures to choose from. I like that.
Oh, God, finally. At least Brody can make passes, because I'm afraid to go for it ever with the other guys, because I just figure they'll throw the ball nowhere near, so why should I ever go for a 4th down? But at least Brody throws it there. I just have to hope they can hold on to it if they get sniffed or touched or sneezed on.
Number 44 on the carry. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, San Francisco.
Who's 52?
Whatever. Had to try, I guess.
You went for it on fourth down?
Well, I did, and I got that, but I tried this pass to the end zone, and my guy went up to try to make a great catch, and their guy just knocked it away. It was like a basketball thing. Like, nope, get that out of here. I was like, all right, well, had to try.
The pass complete to number 44. The fullback up the middle. Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Oh, come on.
I'm back. Still no John?
No. Okay, who the hell is this? Huh.
All right, 16-10.
Makes the score Steamers 16, 49ers 10. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So somebody just flagged me on a picture in NFL memes.
Oh, really?
Tom Brady's daughter has held the Super Bowl trophy more times than the Cowboys have won playoff games in 20 years.
Wow.
Right, I've seen that one. And what did you get flagged for? You posted that, or you had
No, somebody else posted it. No, a friend of mine who knows I'm a Cowboys fan.
Oh, they Oh, okay.
Tagged me on it.
I thought you were saying you got a tag as in
Yeah, no. I may have
restricted.
said flagged, but yeah, no.
Yeah.
I was like, that's just rude. I smiled at her and liked it and said, wow, that's rude.
Okay. You can say that about just about.
Of course, everybody's all
anything.
upset that drunk Brady threw the Super Bowl trophy at Gronk in the middle of the
Yeah,
bay.
it worked out. It worked out.
Well, if that trophy goes in the water, I would assume about 5 people are going to dive in the water immediately and go after it.
Okay. I'm not, people get too worried about things like that. You know what I mean? I mean, just stop. It's okay. Brady's not gonna put the trophy in harm's. He trusts Gronk, and
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. All right.
The ball carried by the fullback. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6. The give to the fullback. Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
Brody's under 50%, so that's good.
That's the end of the
Yeah, well, Meredith's still hovering in the 50s after 2 games.
49ers 10.
Of course. Why would I have time?
To the sideline and incomplete. It's third
just chewed up a bunch of clock here. Now all of a sudden you feel like the Mountaineers, who have, been pretty good offensively, sneaks more they do, and conditioning's an issue for both these teams. I'm just concerned heading into this game. Both these teams are
Okay.
fair catch made at the
Just over 8 minutes to go. Still down by a touchdown.
first down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So here is third down for West Virginia.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Inside route and the catch, and that's set up the young freshman from Savannah, Georgia, playing for Kyle Harvey.
What? If I dive straight, how am I missing it?
This guy's going to get the ball in the ballgame. He's really developed the
First and 10 at the 34-yard line. Second and 2. The ball carried by number 29. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up third and 3.
Meanwhile, Britton and Ben, or whatever his name is, 16 of 22.
Here, let me help the spell his last name for me.
It's like Britten something.
The Niners take over first and 10. 16-yard line.
First and 10. Harvey's 43.
The handoff to the fullback. Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9. The give to the fullback. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. The handoff to the fullback. Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down. The give to the fullback. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the play. First down, 49ers.
Oh, Henry's hurt for Memphis.
John Brittenham.
What the hell is the flag for? Of course it's holding, because I picked up a first down.
Okay. John Brittenham was drafted in the eighth round, 1966 by the Miami Dolphins. And the first round in 1967, San Francisco 49ers.
Well,
So I guess technically he's still at Arkansas being quarterback in 66. But he does play for the San Diego Chargers in 68.
thank God.
He's a backup.
Thank God for Parks. Oh, hold on.
And then the Arkansas Diamonds in 69.
Oh, dang it. It's my fault.
And in 68, Brittenham was 9 of 17 for 125 yards. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. See, he's a real quarterback.
Just enough.
A gain of 5. And the 49er first down.
How? He's literally hopping sideways. So how can he get there in time? Oh, come on.
No.
Jeez.
Intended for number 44. Incomplete. It's second down and 10. The fullback up the middle. Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
There's Dave Parks. Not dropping the ball. Oh my goodness. I'll see if I can make an extra point and finally have a lead in this game. There we go.
The kick is good. Makes the score 9.
Yes, 16 plays, 82 yards, over 7 million second drive. Have you guys noticed that weird thing with the clock on the drives?
No. No, I
Yeah,
haven't.
it's some weird, it's like 5 numbers before the colon or whatever. It's like, that drive took 7, 5, 8, 3, 2, 4, and 16 seconds.
Huh.
Oh, Brittenham started 9 of 14 since 7 of 8.
Oh.
Well, he is a San Diego Charger. In the future.
Look at that. Hit as he's throwing, still gets the ball exactly where he wanted it to go. Now, I did leave the guy wide open for some weird reason. Probably because I don't have enough defensive backs to play dime. Why is he wide open? What the hell is wrong with my defense?
This is the response to your touchdown drive.
Yeah, but two guys were just completely, ridiculously wide open on that drive. One, I hit him as he was throwing, but he still got the ball there anyways. And the other one, I don't know what the hell that was. I wasn't even attempting to cover anyone.
What team is Kirby Burger on now?
Columbus, I think.
How long do we let Kirby Burger play? Do we stop moving him? 25, 30 years?
Well, I mean, however old he is, I think we just need to keep track of how old he is.
Yeah. Since he's the only non-real person in the game now.
No, the running back for Carolina, too. Not Carolina, for Columbus. Steve Oldham.
Oh.
Steve Oldham is a guy that I started to name. And so the first name is Steve, is all capitalized, but then during the game, I noticed that his last name, Oldham, was in small letters. And apparently I started to dress him and then somehow got distracted, didn't finish naming him. And so he went out there, and I don't have any clue as who I was, what minor league or semi-pro I was dressing him for. I kind of went and looked at a couple teams, but I couldn't see a running back named Steve something.
No.
So since he had such a good game that game, I said, screw it, we'll just make it Steve Oldham.
Okay.
I mean, we can go look at last year's, Madden and see how old Kirby Burger was and make sure he's the right age this year.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
I mean, eventually we're going to start having enough retirees to bump them.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Hey now, try not to suck.
That doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, never mind.
Oh, goodness.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Okay.
Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, it comes down to this 4th down.
If they make it.
No, he's got the ball. He's trailing.
Who
By
does?
5. Mark.
Oh.
Oh my God, what? Unbelievable. He had the route, and Brody's the one guy, the one quarterback I have that's supposed to throw the ball accurately, but not when the game's on the line, of course.
Number 47 on the carry. Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Well, still winless, even though I played the semi-pro team now. I don't understand how he only missed like 2 passes that game. One on a 3rd down, and then one with the game on the line. It's like, okay. Well, just to make sure you lose, your accurate quarterback will suddenly have no clue when the game's on the line. Also, I never force turnovers in Madden 21. Never. I always have 0 turnovers forced. It's ridiculous.